I love you, poopers. I love you.
Yes, sir. We're gonna hit him up one more time. Well, Michael got thinking about them YouTube poops with the stutters and rapes and then sauces and loops, and he thought, was it really as bad as I said back then? Well, take a look at this YouTube poop right here. Maybe it'd be good with a couple of beers. And he got drunk off his ass and then he watched him again. Them Pennsylvania masturbators kick ass. These videos ain't too bad with a hit of grass. Well, I can tell they ain't got no lives, but what they got, they've got with class. Pennsylvania masturbators kick ass. Well, it's true, ladies and gentlemen, oh, I still got the singing setting on. Let me see, where's the news setting? Okay, furry fappage, admin, dictator, news asshole. There we go. So yes, children, Michael Rosen has had a change of heart. He actually sat down and watched the YouTube poops and decided he likes them. Now, what of this change of heart? I guess he figured out that there's absolutely nothing you can do about the videos, so if you can't beat them, might as well join them and live with them, you know? And as you can hear, he's even come up with his own name for the whole franchise, Pennsylvania Masturbators. And to explain that whole situation, we have not one, but two videos we're going to look at where Michael discusses YouTube poops. The first one is a live, unrehearsed, sort of webcam type video, where he's put on the spot to be asked about YouTube poops.
So, Michael, what have you got to say to your million...
Oh shit, that guy on the left of him! That's that guy from that movie nobody watched! Oh hi, Michael. Oh hi, Pennsylvania Masturbators.
Hi, poopers.
Hi, Michael. I could go all night.
It's so wonderful what you've done with all my YouTube.
And if you still don't believe that the name YouTube came from the fact that British people call YouTube YouTube, here's your proof.
YouTube.
Sound like a fucking train. But let's move on.
It's been so wonderful to see my face turned into...
I cannot play that enough. Let's look at that again. You know, somebody said that's one of those rare occurrences where you didn't need to edit Michael Rosen for that to be funny, and that is very true. His face just gets so darn red.
And all those chopped words up. And all those words chopped up. And all those words chopped up.
You were either going to do it or you already have.
I love you, poopers. I love you.
He loves you. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't get my attention off this colorful character right by Michael.
Yeah.
Okay, I realize that's probably supposed to be the I love you symbol, but I'm just picturing that as in my head as him symbolizing Michael Rosen as some type of ancient deity of the power metal gods. And that would be the last of it. Now, there was a video before that you guys bad need to see too. This really explains the whole controversy between Michael Rosen and YouTube poop. So this is very important to all you kids who missed out on the whole Michael Rosen controversy and spent too much time with your real life not watching my news shows, of which I talked about Michael Rosen, what, like 4 or 5 times? Now, unfortunately, this one's just all audio, so listen up. And don't click off my tab.
Right, I put up about 60 performances of mine.
I do like this picture he's got up, though. It kind of gives you an idea of what his reaction was to the poops.
And then not only, if people can get it on YouTube, they can then take it and chop it up and turn it into something else. So if you've done a poem called The Babysitter, some teenage guys in America call it The Baby Shitter. And if they've got the Michael Rosen rap, they can, not so funny, call it the Michael Rosen rape.
I also want to tell you kids, all these YouTube poop names and poopers that he's mentioning are all real. This is stuff he found.
Meanwhile, out there in America, I have become a cult. Teenage masturbators.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Masturbators.
Teenage boy masturbators who turn my poems into sort of things about fucking sisters and stuff like that. So there's this whole kind of obscene thing.
Now, as you hear, he thinks this is mostly America doing this. He doesn't know this is worldwide or even on his home front. His neighbor might be making poops of him.
I tried to take them down because I thought, well, hang on, there's a copyright issue. Gold pompous. They're my poems. My son shot the poems. I spent the money to do it. How dare they?
And that's exactly how he acted that day when he saw all those YouTube poops. I still have the screenshot from the article he made. He said he was going to do everything in his power to make sure those YouTube poops were taken down. Ah!
And boy, did the proverbial hit the fan. My word. At that point, they went bananas. One guy, I think it may still be there, he said, he filmed himself saying, I got a statement to make to Michael Rosen. And he's sitting there, and, and you can see his glasses in his little room.
Oh, wow. He just called out David Bailey.
And he's sitting there and he's got like a manifesto against Michael Rosen. The problem is that kids are accessing this stuff. They put on the computer, they put in Michael Rosen, up comes the baby shitter, the Michael Rosen breaking news. I mean, it's all right by me. I can sort of live with it, but I'm getting letters from parents going, "Are you aware?" And of course they think possibly it's me doing it, you see.
Okay, if parents actually believe that Michael Rosen is saying the stuff that he says on these YouTube poops, then I have to clap my hands and reward the person who spliced those words.
Back they come saying, well, that's not our fault, that's the fault of their parents letting them surf the net. At which point, I had no answer. And I said, yeah, I mean, if you've got a problem, I mean, if you let the 10-year-old surf the net, you will see the most god-awful stuff up there. So I said, fair dues, guys. At which point I suddenly became, even more of a massive hero for the Pennsylvania masturbators.
I tell you right now, this video just gets funnier every time I hear it. I swear, Pennsylvania masturbators sounds like a college football team.
I am now right there with these guys, and every now and then I get emails from Zorg and Imperial Lobster.
As funny as that sounds, there really is a pooper called Imperial Lobster, and his Rosen poops are pretty decent, little sex jokey, but you'll get over it. But I don't blame poopers for putting sex jokes in Michael Rosen poops. In fact, I'm not even mad about that. That doesn't even bother me. Yeah, that's right, it doesn't bother me anymore, because dirty jokes have been the industry standard of comedy since the early 1600s. It's only natural for some young teenage kid to chuckle at a fairly dirty joke, or even a completely crazy, I don't know, like what CS 188 does, like large semen intake or some bullshit like that. So yeah, I done quit bitching about that. If you like sex jokes, it's fine. I still think they're overused. I think too many people's using them, but I know there's nothing I can do about that. So anyway, back to my point. I don't blame people for putting sex jokes in Michael Rosen poops. I blame Michael himself for the sex jokes in the Michael poops. It just seems every poem, every show, everything he ever does, it's like he's purposely trying to make it as inappropriate and risque as possible. Just not trying to be too obvious with it, but still being too obvious with it, if that makes any sense.
And they go, we've just bunged up another one that makes you look like you're, anyway, it's really good, and they go, what do you think? And I don't even answer. And then somebody created, on my Facebook, a page, I don't know how they did it, where they're all on there now, and they're going, happy birthday, Mike, and then they quote lines from the poems at me, which they've screwed up, do you see what I mean? So did it take me by surprise? No, yes, I thought I was doing what I genuinely and utterly believe in, which is that you have to find whatever forms are available to you to distribute. And there they are, 50. I've just filmed another. Am I crazy? I have filmed another 30. My son has just filmed me.
There, you hear that, children? He's filming more sources for you.
And as I was doing the poems, I thought, I know what they're going to do with this one. I know what the Pennsylvania lot are going to do with this one. So, even as I'm performing, I'm going, I know how to, yeah. Because they dub on other sounds.
And finally, I'm sure you guys are wondering if he actually does watch these videos nowadays. So let's find out.
Did you like any of them at all?
I tend not to watch them all the way through.
Because there's been one in particular where someone kind of did a music video of the Michael Rosen rap without adjusting your words and just putting pictures up and people dancing. It's pretty good.
Oh, good. No. I mean, as it happens, I want to do something very similar to them. I want to do a clip art poem that I did called Regeneration Blues, which is all about how regeneration is really degeneration. And I kind of want to. up. Maybe I could get onto one of them.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? Michael Rosen requests you to do a video for him? I'm sure every half-experienced pooper in here could make some kind of beautiful artwork for him to talk his poems through.
I do see them, and they do lots of... Anyway, there we are. All you have to do is put my name into YouTube, put poops. That's what they're called. That is the technical word for them, is poops. So you put in Michael Rosen poops, and you can enjoy the imaginations of the Pennsylvania school students, high school students, and see what they come up with.
Well, at least now you can't say he doesn't know what they're supposed to be called. I guess Pennsylvania Masturbators just has a better ring to him. Another day, is that better than Remix Rat or Culture Hacker? Super Yoshi said something I really wish YouTube Poop was called. TV Sodomites.
I have watched some of them. I thought they're very good. Yeah, it is. I mean, they can also do CGI things with your face, so that's really nice to watch your face go.
Nice to know somebody appreciates cheesy Vegas effects.
You know, when I was at school, we used to think it was really racy. You cut up photographs, because you cut them up and you can have a bloke's head on a woman's naked body. Fantastic! That was just brilliant. Yeah? So that was like, you see, that was the art and mechanical what have you see, and then there's been various things, but a lot of this stuff has been inaccessible. Television and radio were held by these major companies, and now what's happened with YouTube and so on, and we're seeing it with the injunctions thing, all kinds of fractures are happening, and people can just take it and do what they want with it, and there's bugger all people like me can do about it. So there we are.
Yeah, Michael makes a good point at that last part. We don't really realize what a wonderful thing YouTube and the internet is, and the fact that it allows us to make these YouTube poops. Because years ago, you could have made videos like these. You could have. You would have needed a videotape and a good knowledge of how to edit. But back then, it would have taken so much time, it would have been so expensive, and it just wouldn't have been worth it. And only like 2 or 3 people would ever see it because it would never get distributed because it's just a piece of crap. But now you got YouTube, now everybody can be somebody. Whether they get their fame from a good thing or a bad thing, being cool or being drool, being dull or being a troll. Because now thanks to the internet and YouTube, it's possible to show off any kind of work you've made, whether it was made with existing material or not. And because of that, YouTube Poop was born, it lives, and forever shall live till the internet burns up in 2012. Well, that's all I got for y'all for now, kiddies. Oh, I've got a Stephen King movie collab going. If y'all want to join that, link down there. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Y'all keep it real.